So
Vicodin is.
but I mean, I took Vicodin, did not do anything for me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to Motrin, and yeah, turns out that that contributed to
Well, there's
me feeling that way. You know?
so there's also a lot of people that have sensitivity to ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people just can't take it, period, because
Yeah.
it screws their stomach up. No, but what I was going to say is more of all the chemical compounds that are in these drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, you listen to any one of these drug commercials, and it's, oh, if you have an overactive bladder, take this pill. But the side effects may include freaking stroke, heart disease, death. Fucking heart
They always
attacks,
say that at the
Sometimes
diabetes. Well, there was
end, and they speed it up
Yeah.
too.
Well, and the funny thing is there was one, I can't remember, I think it was for overactive bladder, and one of the side effects was urinary problems. I'm like, what? Isn't that exactly what you're supposed to be fixing?
Yeah, it's not supposed to help me. You know?
But no, it's like, the stupidest thing, like when the antidepressant medicines.
No, but like that's
It's like
the thing. Yeah.
it may cause suicidal thoughts. It's like, this is what you're
Yeah.
supposed to be fixing.
But
I don't
also,
understand.
Also, you take these medications, they make something better, and then they make something worse.
Exactly.
Completely unrelated to
So,
what
and that's
you wanted
kind
to
of
fix in the first place, right?
So that's where I was going is they're such shitty compounds that they barely fix one thing, but they screw up others.
Yeah.
And then you have to take another shitty compound to fix that other thing. And it's,
And then it leads
why do
to
we
this
allow this
vicious
stuff?
cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you end up with like, dude, my dad has to take like 30 pills a day
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's-
crazy,
Yeah.
but the problem is he's been on these medicines for so long also that
He can't get off.
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Your
body's
body's so-
dependent.
Your
Exactly.
body's dependent. Yeah.
Well, like certain medicines,
Jesus.
like, so for example, if I remember researching this at one point. So you can lose weight by taking I can't remember what it's called. Synthroid. So it's a thyroid medicine for people that have a underactive thyroid.
Okay.
So you can, if you got some off-label shit from like a Canadian pharmacy, you could take it, and it's supposed to help you lose weight because now your thyroid is working
Okay.
hyper fast. Well, what happens though is if you don't have an underactive thyroid, you take that medicine for 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, your thyroid will become lazy. And then now you're dependent on that medicine. So even if you didn't need it to begin with, now you
So
do.
you're purposely, without knowing, doing that to yourself.
Well, what I'm saying is I wonder how many other things that does that. So like if you're prescribed like Crestor because you have high cholesterol,
Yeah.
does your body just stop trying to get rid of the cholesterol because it's like, well, there's this drug here doing it anyway.
I mean,
you know what I
can say
mean?
The same thing about
Blood pressure
insulin.
stuff and
Insulin.
I
right?
mean,
Like,
well, and that's the thing too, though, is I've read, and I don't know how true it is, but I've read a lot of things on the internet where people were saying how, by changing diet and this and that and eating certain foods, they were able to like completely reverse diabetes.
I'm hearing the carnivore diet. A lot of people are saying the carnivore diet has fixed.
I keep hearing that too.
I've heard it works pretty well, but I also feel like it probably raises your cholesterol like crazy.
I think, but here's the thing too, though, is I think,
Gout, all this. I've heard people get gout. Like it's just
but I also feel like that something like raising your cholesterol, I feel like that's temporary. But I mean, here's the thing too,
yeah,
though.
but also contributes to your cholesterol numbers, increase that you have artery.
But you don't have
blockages,
to.
valve blockages and all these things. Like it contributes.
You
to all
don't
that stuff.
have to eat fatty red meat all day. Like you can eat chicken and fish and whatever. Like
Fish, yeah, salmon.
you're just not supposed to
majority of people
have.
that I've seen like videos of them doing the
baby
carnivore. It's like steak
It's like steak
and like
and beef.
eggs
You're thinking like the
and
Liver King,
avocado
but yeah,
or something. I'm like,
My
that's a
thing
lot.
is, how do they poop without fiber, or is fiber?
I don't know because you're not supposed to have grains or like dairy products or anything like that. So I don't know how that's
Or
supposed to work.
fruit? They don't even have.
yeah,
fruit.
they can't have fruit. I don't think they can have.
Wait, are you
avocado.
supposed to have dairy products? You can have dairy products,
Can
but no
have-
grains.
Yeah.
They can have avocado.
No, you can't have avocado.
Yeah, it's fat.
On the carnivore diet, I'm saying.
You can't have avocado. I've seen people eat avocado.
You're not supposed to do like fruit stuff.
Well,
You're
they're
supposed to
not
do is just like,
carnivores.
oh, sorry,
I've never
it was,
done it, but
Yeah.
those, they just eat meat. They just eat red meat, eggs, once in a while fish, and
Yeah.
they do eat cheese. I keep seeing a lot of.
You're right. No, I screwed up. You can have dairy because it's an animal. So it's supposed to
Yeah,
be
but dairy doesn't make
anything
you
from an
poop.
animal.
Yeah, everything from an animal. That's right.
Unless you're lactose intolerant.
But
Yeah.
I feel like also if you did something like that for like a couple of weeks, your body would probably just adjust to figure out how to work without everything else.
It's speaking from someone who has had that experience, it does not sometimes figure it out.
I don't know.
I've had a lot of poop issues. This is now on the internet.
We need to have another conversation
I
about
still
this.
do.
We could have an hour-long conversation about poop issues.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, I can't have ice cream unless I have like a clear schedule for the next day.
You guys
Anyway.
don't even want to hear about my shit's scary.
Anyway,
Quite literally, scary shit.
was riveting conversation.
Riveting. Yeah, I don't know. I think, but I think everybody just kind of needs to watch out for themselves because
Yeah.
my point is like you can't take the experts' advice because all these experts are just
They're not
paid off.
experts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just they're people that have a degree that are getting paid by some company to say that their food is good.
They're
Yeah.
evil experts.
What was it that came out like I think it was like last year or the year before with the new food triangle? Did you see that?
I haven't looked at
Where it
I've
was
heard
like
of it, but
processed cereal was like the
top
you should
one or
have
something, like-
you should have like that's the
Yeah.
most you should have.
Yeah,
And I think it was like eggs was like you should not eat it at all. I'm like,
At
how
the
does it
bottom.
make sense?
yeah.
Like Honey Nut Cheerios. is
Yeah,
on top.
like processed freaking sugary fucking cereal is great for you, but God forbid you eat eggs. This is the most ass backward thing I've ever heard.